Some nibbles. Today we got a bit to go over. Get a couple things to show. But first, our weekly shout-outs. Our sponsor of the week, if you want to call it that. From Funeral Dancer, the band. Reviewed them on the channel. Their new EP is out. Came out just January 9th. It's a good black rock and roll. I don't like to use the word rock and roll because at least that would turn me off. But just think midnight, black rock and roll. At least that's the title. But black and heavy metal. So give that a shot, especially if that sounds up your alley. I reviewed them on the channel before, and I enjoy them. It's an enjoyable listen. But the shout out is for Friday, January 23rd at the Mercury Music Lounge, the same club that Dead by Dog Volume 2. Tickets in the description box, Bubbles. The show will be Hellkite from Ohio, Funeral Dancer, who sent this sponsor, and Funeral Dancer from New York, Balls of At from Michigan, and Secret Handshake from Ohio. They're doing a show at the Mercury Music Lounge. And, unless Dog's dead or in jail or laid up in the hospital or an emergency comes up, something, I'm planning on going. So you can come up and say hi to the dog, and you could get the goal is, as long as Elcat doesn't chicken shit out on me, is to do a walkthrough video like I did for the first Dead by Dog, the West Side Bowl, to show the venue, to advertise, etc. Great venue. Highly recommend it, hence why I'm having my show there. I mean, I could have picked any venue I wanted. I set up the show over a year out. It's not like anybody was booked. I purposely picked that venue because it's a badass venue. So, got nothing to do that night? Want to go to a show? You want to check out the Dead by Dog venue? Want to give a fist bump to the dog? Want to make it on video? Give your opinion of the Mercury Music Lounge? Or just whatever. So I'm going to need, otherwise it's going to be like probably a 3-minute video. Well, 5 or so, probably walk around. If it's not too damn cold too, I'll probably walk outside and walk a little bit down where the Mexican restaurant is. Because every time Lindsay and I go on the Mercury Music Lounge, we went to the Mexican restaurant. You can sit down and eat. It's kind of more of a, Chipotle / Mexican that you would expect because they build it right in front of you and you can dine in. But I mean, it's when I say walking distance, it takes, I don't even know, it took us max 90 seconds, 90, minute and a half seconds to walk. If you could throw a rock really hard, if you're Albert Bell, you'd be able to hit from the Mercury building, you'd be able to hit the Mexican restaurant. So show that, kind of give you an idea for Dead by Dog where to eat. But I don't think, at least me, unless Lindsay wants to get Mexican before we go, I'm going to purposely eat at the Mercury Music Lounge to see the menu and to check out that pizza. So that way I can review that and let you know if it's yay or nay. So that way, if you know when you come to Dead by Dog, come with the full tum-tum or scarf down that pizza. You know, if they're serving Totino's pizzas, Dog will let you know. That ain't no good. They're buying those $1.39 Totino's pizzas from Walmart and they're slapping a $20 price tag on there. Dog will keep you in the loop. Ain't gonna leave you hanging. So come on out, homies. Devin Alley, paid question. Send me a few questions. Hey, J-Dog, what's up, man? I'm sending in this paid seed, going to be a bit of a long one, just because multiple questions. Let's go to it, I suppose. 1, what's your opinion on those who collect vinyl, wax, and don't spin their records? I'm asking because while, yes, I do collect and spin my albums sometimes, it's not a daily thing, and I actually waited a long time to save good money, put away a nice player than some Audio Technica. You did. I'm the exact same boat as you. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I mean, dude, you're doing exactly like I do. I don't spin vinyl every single day. Most days. I would say on average, I probably spin 2 vinyls a day, but not every day. But on average, 2, because some days it'll be 0, some days it'll be 5. CDs mostly, because most of my music listening, I mean, to be honest with you, I rarely listen to music at home. Honestly, almost never, just because I'm never there, other than for sleeping, you know. So all my music listening and stuff is always at the shop, and then music in the background and stuff at the gym, and that's on, you know, just YouTube for convenience. But so a lot of times when I'm really, really slammed, I'll just throw in because it's a 5 CD disc changer, I'll throw a few discs in there. That way I don't have to keep getting back up. But before I bought my record player too, I was already buying vinyl. Yeah, kind of the trophies, they look cool. First one I bought was Dying Fetus Grotesque Impalement. First vinyl I bought, again, no, it was not Blasphemy Fallen Angel of Doom. It was Grotesque Impalement at the show. It was before Destroy the Opposition even came out, and I had all the guys sign it. So I have Kevin Talley, Sparky, Jason, and John Gallagher. Hands on the best lineup ever. That lineup was killer. Old Tally on drums. Woo-wee, the good old days. Had them all sign the LP. Still own it to this day. I've shown it on camera. And then the second vinyl I bought was Exhumed Gore Metal 12-inch picture disc. Signed by all the guys as well. But I had the intention to buy it. Again, I was 14, I think. Funds were tight. I mean, I was working. I was at 14, I was at the Mac Daddies, because when I turned 15, I went to BK. You had to be 15 to work at BK. 14 was Mac Daddies, but I was making $5.15 at the Mac Daddies. Dawg got that. You got that sniff, that whiff. BK, a rock throw away down the street is paying $6.50. I'm like, whoa. What? Huh? What these Dumbo ears here? Dumbo heard he could flip burgers at McDonald's for $5.15, or Dumbo could go literally a rock throw away. Like, literally, if you throw a rock really hard, you'd be able to hit the damn building. It's that damn close. Not even exaggerating. For $6.50, $1.35 more an hour to flip burgers? Flip burgers for less money or flip burgers for more money? No brainer. On my birthday, literally on my birthday, I applied to BK, got interviewed. They said, well, no, of course, I filled out the application, put it in, turned it in. We'll let you know. No, you won't. And they didn't. So the very next day, I called them up. Get a chance to look at that application. Manager isn't in yet. When will the manager be in? Gets here tomorrow, 4 p.m. Great. I'll be calling tomorrow at 5. And I did. You could tell she was annoyed, too, because I just walked in the door, goddammit. Goddamn, this guy's a go-getter. Probably why I got the job. Got to act interested. It's like chasing chicks. Got to act interested. So, called him up. Like, yeah, you can come in for an interview. Came in the next day. So we're 3 days in. She's like, when can you start? I'm like, yesterday. Great. Gave the old Mac Daddies 2-week notice. Went to BK. Flip burgers. And dude, these hoagies at McDonald's, they're the ones that told me. The 15, 16, 17-year-olds there. They were still there for $5.15. Like, yeah, BK, this place sucks. Pays $6.50. Dude, this is how I knew. Like, I figured it out at literally 14 years old. Holy fuck, dude. These insects called humans are the most pathetic excuse. I mean, there is literally smarter dogs, cats, and goddamn straight bamboos walking around than some people that call themselves humans. I was like, these people are straight fucking tards. Okay, let me get this straight, buddy. You're telling me that the flip burgers here or there, age is 15, you're already 16, some of them were 17, you're pissing and whining about making $5.15 here. It's literally a rock throw away. You're the one informing me they pay $6.50. You're of age. Why are you still here? And they would. I'm like, dude, you can't even make this shit up. It's one thing if you didn't know. They did. They're the ones that told me. Holy shit. And then some of this stuff, like, people are like, man, the Dawg's so successful. First of all, I'm not. I'm average. Very fucking average. The people I hang around with, they're lapping me. They make me look like a goddamn bum. That's the way I like it. That way I got something to look up to. I've always done that. Straight from my buddy Mike from the gym back in the days, WWE wrestler, and is into competitive bodybuilding. I looked up to him because he's the biggest, most jacked, and strongest guy in the gym. That's who I wanted to work out with. That's whose brain I wanted to pick. I was like, because he's way ahead of me. I don't want someone at my level or close to me or a beginner as well. Why? They ain't inspiring me. I'm like, I got to get to this guy's level or bastard or whatever. That's how I do it. You hang around jank-ass jokers, you just become a jank-ass joker. You hang around those that are much higher and better than you, and you just try to do your best to get as close to your level as possible. And if nothing else, if you fall short, which Dawg has sure as hell has, so thus far, you at least get better. So you're at least better than where you would have been, hanging out with jank-ass jokers. I don't know how that got that topic of spinning vinyl, but same boat. Oh boy, I do the exact same thing as you do. So no, nothing wrong with it whatsoever. 2, will you be doing a top 10, top 15, whatever the hell Grindcore albums releases list? By the way, got myself a copy of the Relapse Kill Whitey reissue. Thanks for the recommendation. Probably not, because dude, probably be told, again, Dawg's a grind guy. And they don't really say that no more. But they used to say, Dawg's into all that gore grind stuff. This is what like people would say. Like, even my brothers would say this. And like Jim Sadis and who else would say this? A few other people. I'm like, where the hell are you getting that idea? I was like, dude, you realize I probably I don't even know if it's 20 gore grind bands. Not albums, bands. in totality. I think it is. And some of it's controversial. It's like, is it even gore grind? Like, for example, the first two aborted albums, Purity of Perversion and Engineering the Dead. Love them. Big fan. 10 out of 10. 666 smash fucking skulls. When Purity of Perversion was out, that's all that was out. That's when I bought the album. I could consider that gore grind. Some people are like, that's not gore grind. That's brutal death metal. All right, whatever. Then I guess that's another one off the list. Because some of the shit that I consider gore grind, they didn't. All right, that's another less one. So, especially if everybody was agree, I was like, I definitely probably like less than 20 gore grind bands. As far as grindcore, it's even less than that. Hell, I could give you my tops right here. Favorite grindcore records of all time, right off the top of my head, and I guarantee if I was to go through my entire CD/LP rack, it's damn close to this. It might be one or two things interchangeable. Number one, I guess Terrorizer World Downfall, but goddamn, is that a lame answer? That seems like Poser City. I don't even think I want to say that. Let's go in order. Let's just say top then. Terrorizer World Downfall, Napalm Death, Scum, Napalm Death, Enemy of the Music Business. Big fan of Enemy of the Music Business. That's when they got rid of the gay logo and went back to the old logo and playing grindcore. It's the first tour I saw them, and goddamn, is it a good goddamn album? Necessary Evil is my favorite song, in case you happen to give a fuck. Both Hate Plow albums, without a doubt. Everybody Dies, and The Only Law of Survival. They only did 2 albums, coming out on vinyl for the first time. They're at press. Well, Eazy said they're at press. You never know with that goddamn guy, but he said they are, and he said that like a month ago. So theoretically, they should be on pre-order in 8 to 10 weeks. I'm telling you, that is man grind right there. So that's 5. Flesh Parade, Kill Whitey, but that's not even a full length, but whatever. Just throw it the goddamn in there. I know I'm forgetting 1 or 2 things, but that's about it, dude. Because stuff like Phobia, Cruel, it's a good album. Shit, I'll be honest with you. It's been so goddamn long since I listened to it. I guarantee you somebody put it on the shop, I'd be like, who are we listening to? Remember liking it. Agathocles, take them or leave them. It's enjoyable while it's on. And then a lot of it, to me, it's just so goddamn repetitive and unmemorable. So many songs, etc. Really like Kill Division, but I guess Phil Fasciano, who wasn't, he says that's fake, that's not grindcore. So whatever the hell you want to call it, if it's grindcore, then you throw Kill Division in there, which is post. Kill Division is post Hate Plow, post, basically. You know, it's got Kyle Simmons singing and whoever the hell else. Similar, very hateful, real topic lyrics. My favorite song by, my 2 favorite songs by Kill Division, in case you happen to give a fuck, is Thin the Herd. Great song, especially the lyrics about the vax, the jab, if you want to call it that. And Thoughts and Prayers, title track of their EP. YouTube those tracks and tell me those ain't bangers. If you like those, you're going to like Hate Plow. I know I'm forgetting a couple things, dude, but that's my tops. And like, to be honest, when I say tops, there's only a few more. What else do I even like outside those? There's other albums, like Napalm albums, etc. I know I'm forgetting a few, but it's like I said, it's. I don't think there's 10. I don't think there's 10 grindcore bands that I like that are just straight grindcore. When I say like, let me take that back. Not that I don't like, that I'm a fan, aka fanatic, aka I buy their physical material. I don't think it's 10 bands. Or 10 max, anyways. So kind of hard to do a best of with that list, right? 3, less of a question, but more so a few releases I'd like to see Hell's Press. I know you need to get in contact, so I don't need the Dawg for an average retard. This is basically just me jerking it to the thought of Hell's pressing it. Dead and Hymns of the Sick. I gave you, yeah, but that's already pressed though, so it's gotta let that in. Dead and Displaying the Art of Carnage. That's pressed too, homie. I mean, I know because Hell's got them. Because I was like, oh, they have a second album. I listened. I'm like, it's okay. Bloodstorm, The Ancient Wrath of Ku. Maybe. I mean, obviously I have Chris Gamble worked with them. It's possible. Malignancy, Motivated by Hunger EP. Picture this too, goddammit. Dude, I've been trying to do it. Last I heard, what is it? So we're trying. Hell's wanted to do Intruding Cannibalism on CD. Supposedly Roger's doing it. Win. I mean, literally win. Put it this way. It was old. Check out my Malignancy interview at the Maryland Death Fest, which is going on a year now. It was old news when I asked then, oh, Roger's doing it. And they're still, dude, a CD takes a month to do. Like, kind of like, what the hell's going on? Are you doing it or you're not doing it? Shit or get off the pot. We want to do it. And then Motivated by Hunger, we wanted to do on vinyl. Supposedly Haunted Hotel Records is doing it, hence why we had to do 50-50 with Intruder and Cannibalism with him, because Danny gave him permission years and years ago. And it's kind of like, what's the holdup? Now, granted, I should say that very, very loosely, because fucking hell sucks a dick, too, on getting shit out. But that's not because of me, dude. You can take your guess of who that's mostly on. Some of that is waiting on bands' materials. I'll give that. But when we have materials, it's like, what the fuck is what the fuck is the goddamn holdup? I get it, you can't drop what you're doing like that. But when you have all materials in your hand, it's like, with all due respect, man, I kind of expect this done, ready to go within 3 goddamn months. Even if we can't fit in our schedule, have it sitting there waiting. That way, when the schedule's there, it's done, ready to go. It's like, why can't... If I was doing that department, I'm 10,000% positive I would have so many goddamn layouts just sitting there done, waiting to just grab, send in when we can afford to do it, when we have the funds to do it, when it fits our budgets. But it ain't. That's how this goddamn guy rolls. But it's not the way it works. So, Haunted Hotel, same thing. From what I understand, dude, it's been minimum. Could be wrong on this. Correct me if I'm wrong. Definitely the vibe I got. Minimum 5 years since Haunted Hotel is supposed to be doing Motivated by Hunger. What the hell's the holdup? I mean, like, literally, what the hell's the holdup? Put it out. Shit or get out the pot. And the reason why I say it, because that is something I want for myself, and Hells wants to do it. Say, you can't do it? Cool. Let us do it then. Are you going to do it or you're not going to do it? You know? 5 years, and I guarantee you ain't... Put it to you this way. I'm calling it out right now. He won't put it out this year in 2026. We're in January. Why? Why not? I can make it happen. Again, I can only goddamn scream at the top of my lungs so much of getting shit done. My part would be done. And then waiting on anybody else. But if I was running every department, it was up to me, I'd get it out this goddamn year. Easily. And yes, there would be 100 pictures too. And yes, there would be an Obi strip with it. Summon Fallen. Doubtful, but we'll see. But you know what? It'd be kind of cool. Have Kaz, whatever the fuck his name is, the Nuts and Bolts, have him contact me. I'd love to do a Zoom interview with him. We could discuss that shit. We've been met multiple times in the early 2000s. Me and my brothers. Seen Summon multiple times back in the day. 4, this is terrible news. We spoke on our Zoom about the Brutalized and Defiled Records Fest. I mean, I don't know what that is, but yeah, maybe we did. Not happening anymore. Oh, I mean, I don't know who that is. So, not Seth's fault either. Let me make that very clear. Dude, I literally don't know what you're talking about. I mean, if you reminded me, maybe I would. But yeah, I don't know. That's Brutalized and Defiled Records. That's a record label. Maybe Dawg trades with him. I don't know. Again, he does the trades. The other 2 idiot who helped run the label won't name any names, but couldn't get their money together. So they're trying to run a fest. Oh, dude, I can tell you right now that's. And I said this too, dude. If you are trying to put on a fest or a show, whatever the hell, like Dead by Dog, Volume 2, tickets in the description box. When you are setting it up, if you do not have the money sitting there right in your accounts, and not the amounts, let's say the cost for the show is 20 grand, right? 20 grand, just throwing out a number. You better have 30 or 40 in your bank accounts. Like that day. If you don't, you have no business putting on a show. But here's the norm. I'll spill the beans. And I don't know who does this. I just know from being told from the grapevine, from bands getting screwed over and not getting paid and stuff. The norm is this, to my understanding. Again, not my wheelhouse. I don't know. Well, I was like, I could see that because everybody's a fucking knob. Is they put on a show and they're basically gambling. All right, cost is 20 grand. I'm expecting to sell... I'm banking on, let's say tickets are $50. I know I'm going to sell at least 400 tickets. You know that? Because 400 tickets times 50 would be 20 grand, right? Ah, shit, bro. We sold 250 tickets. 150 times 50, what is that? Whatever the hell I got in math is. You're short several $1,000s. Who's not getting paid? Dude, that to me, that promoter should be dragged out, thrown to the ground, kick them in their ribs so they're goddamn mush, and curb stomp that head in. an absolute ass whooping goddamn gangbanging style when they used to use bats back in the day, the 70s gangsters. They use bats. That's a batting right there. Like, what are you doing putting on a show, giving a guarantee, and then you're letting guys not getting paid? For example, I know that's happened in Unslaughter a few times. Big D's pissed. Get his guarantee. What the fuck, man? I only got $200 for you. Well, this is bullshit. Yeah, but I only sold this many tickets. That's not my fucking problem. For example, because the mindset should be this. What I plan on, just like Dead by Dog Volume 2, I plan for this. 0 tickets are selling. I'm taking the entire 20 grand loss, or whatever the expenses are. The entire loss. I'm taking it in the ass. I had that money in the account, though. Everybody's getting paid. Everything's getting paid. The only one that loses is me. That's who does shows. That's not how a lot of people run. That is completely unacceptable. Ask anybody that played Dead by Dog. Ask anybody that worked for me or did anything. Did you get paid? They're gonna be like, yeah, I got paid. Hell, I got paid before the show even started. Ask anybody. Ask anyone. Go ask them if you don't believe me. They'll be like, yeah, he handed me an envelope. I guarantee you every single one. Yeah, he handed us an envelope of cash, before we even played our goddamn set when we got there. Right. That's how this guy rolls. I didn't get paid yet. They wrote me a check at the end of the goddamn night, and I was still in the red, but it was not that much. But I was still in the red. Yeah, I was already planning on losing money. But that's the norm, dude. This guy don't run like that. Hell's bells, no. So that's not shocking at all. Couldn't get their goddamn funds together. It's like, why did you set up a fest if you didn't have the money sitting there? Again, not 20 grand. Fest costs 20 grand. Not 20 in your account. What happens if your car breaks down? You're going to have to dip into that. You need to have 30 or 40 or so in case a life event happens. Or if your car explodes and your goddamn insurance company tells you to suck a dick. We ain't paying for it. Never know with them goddamn snakes. All right, well, you're going out and buying a new car. So you're going to have to tap into that bank accounts. You better have a fucking buffer. None of these idiots think, well, I'm not going to say none of them, but from what I hear, a lot of these idiots don't think like that. That does not shock me in the least goddamn bits. Everybody's unreliable. Can't reel with them. That's why people love working with the dog. Anybody that works with me, you'll never hear a complaint. They're like, God damn. Guy answers his phone. Guy texts back. Guy emails back. Guy pays us generally. I didn't have to ask for it. That's another thing too, dude. There's nothing that makes me want to fucking just punch someone in the goddamn face when they owe you money and you have to ask for it. You have to remind them. Nobody ever reminds me that they need to be paid. Ever. They're paid early. Always. Why? Because that's how I want that's how I want it done for me. So I treat them how I want to be treated. The fuck you doing, homie? That's like going up to your boss. Got my paycheck, bro? Ah, shit. Yeah. God. Can I hit you tomorrow? You putting up with that shit, Holmes? I ain't. But unfortunately, sometimes you have to because you're at their mercy. They owe you cash, right? There ain't nothing that knows me. You're ready. You're cut off. If I could cut you off, you're cut off as soon as you pull that shit even once. Ask you. You were hoping I was going to forget, homie. Fuck you think I was born at night, but wasn't goddamn last night. How dumb do you think the goddamn dog is? Slobbing all over the goddamn place. So, yeah, whatever. Shit happens. Want those questions answered? In the description box where to send the bubbles. Those are the paid skis, or you can send in your Hell's Order with the notes section. If you want that personalized Zoom, cheap goddamn game to maybe advertise that fest that you can't afford to put on, there's the place to goddamn do it. You'll get more butts and buckets just from that. In the email, how to do it, Bubbles. Email me. Like I said, everybody gets replied by me within 24 hours or less. Later.